So this is just pretty incredible here. We walked over to the creek bed on the property, and we saw what looked like a wall off in the distance, a rock wall. And sometimes you'll see those through the woods, and sometimes they're old boundary lines or whatnot, and sometimes they're nothing. In this case, it is a monstrous handmade, hand-stacked rock wall. It's a good 4 feet high. At the base, it's probably 4, 5, 6 feet across. It angles up gently, and at the top, it's 2 or 3 feet across. It's amazing. This was likely built maybe just because the old log cabin we discovered is just a couple 100 feet that way. This was maybe built just so they could have animals in the yard and the animals would not get into the creek. There's not much, well, there's no water in the creek here. There's some pools above and below us. But if they wanted to keep their animals out of the creek, I guess this would have been the solution. Prior to wire fencing, you would have needed a rock or wooden wall, and they chose rock. Imagine the work that went into this. It's incredible. Thousands and thousands of stones that they had to stack, obviously, make them fit. And here we are 100 years later, whatever it is, and just about every single rock is still in place. I mean, you can see the way they went up, the way they did the top. They've got some kind of angled in on each side. They're all in place. It's incredible. Just the time and effort that would have gone into having to do something. We've seen a couple rock walls. We've never seen anything like this. This is awesome. This was done by someone who not only knew how to build rock walls, but had probably been taught, probably handed down throughout the generations, because just the way they did this is incredible. Had no idea this was here, but wow, very, very cool.